Jukun Kona Youth Development Association, Jekida, Konagaru Unit, could I invite the general public? Inauguration of the newly elected officials under the distinguished chairmanship of Mr. Sunday Pascalis Sonji and the father of the day, His Royal Majesty Augustine Vinkani II, the Kuru Kona. The event is scheduled to take place as follows. Date 7th of February 2026. Venue Aminu Kotulu Garu Country Club, Konagaru, Jalingo, Taraba State. Time 10 a.m. prompt. For more inquiries, contact the following number 090 33 75 8782. The Jukun Kona Youth Development Association, Jekida, Konagaru Unit, could I invite the general public to the inauguration of the newly elected officials under the distinguished chairmanship of Mr. Sunday Pascalis Sonji and the father of the day, His Royal Majesty Augustine Vinkani II, the Kuru Kona. The event is scheduled to take place as follows. Date 7th of February 2026. Venue Aminu Kotulu Garu Country Club, Konagaru, Jalingo, Taraba State. Time 10 a.m. prompt. For more inquiries, contact the following number 090 33 75 8782.
Good evening and a warm welcome to you to News at 9 on Som TV. I am Moses Peter. We are coming to you live from Jalingo, Taraba State. Stay connected with us on Facebook at Som TV and YouTube at Som TV Live for real-time updates, bold reports, and the stories everyone will be talking about tonight. Here are tonight's major headlines. City Boy movement backs Governor Agbu Kefas after APC defection pledges youth mobilization and unity. FCTA workers resume duties despite NLC/JUAC strike. Courts enforce attendance. Nigeria signs MOU with South Korea to boost EV manufacturing, renewable energy, and green industrialization. On international news, Dalai Lama 90 wins first Grammy in audiobook narration category. China condemns recognition. Moving on to business news, December 2025 Federation account revenue of 1.969 trillion naira shared among federal, state, and local governments. In entertainment news reports, South African singer Tyler wins Best African Music Performance at 2026 Grammys, beating Nigerian stars. And on sports news, South Africa confirms Morocco as official host of 2026 Women's Africa Cup of Nations, offers only backup support as Cristiano Ronaldo goes on strike at Al Nassr over management and financial backing, skips match against Al Riyadh. Now the news in full. The City Boy movement in Taraba State has pledged full support for Governor Agbu Kefas following his defection to the APC. Led by Honorable Prince Sanusi Galadima, the group mobilized to mobilize grassroots and youth participation to strengthen the party's presence across the state. Describing Kefas' move as a historic political moment, the movement congratulated APC leaders and residents for unity and expressed optimism that the defection will boost development and governance in Taraba. Federal Capital Territory Administration FCTA workers resumed duties on Monday despite an ongoing strike by the Nigerian Labour Congress NLC and the Joint Union Action Committee JUAC over unpaid allowances and other grievances. Visit to key offices, including the Minister's Block, Treasury Department, Federal Capital Development Authority, FCDA, and Abuja Geographic Information Systems, AGIS, showed staff at work. Some workers said they returned in compliance with a National Industrial Court order while talks continue. Acting Head of Service Nancy Sabati Nathan instructed department heads to enforce attendance, upholding the court ruling and restoring administrative order. The federal government of Nigeria has signed a Memorandum of Understanding MOU with the Asian Economic Development Agency Committee AEDC of South Korea to boost technology transfer and renewable energy. Announced by the Minister of State for Industry, Trade and Investment, Senator John Owan Eno, the agreement supports Nigeria's national industrial policy focusing on electric vehicle, EV manufacturing, nationwide EV charging infrastructure, and skills development. The project will begin with assembly before full local production, aiming to create jobs, build expertise, and position Nigeria as a regional leader in green industrialization. Traders at Onitsha Main Market in Anambra State have reopened their shops following a one-week closure ordered by the state government. The reopening comes after Governor Chukwuma Soludo warned against compliance with illegal sit-at-home directives allegedly issued by the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. Markets resumed with heightened security while IPOB's lockdown order was dismissed as false by its legal counsel. Police urged residents to ignore unverified social media reports and assured protection to support economic activities. A fire broke out early Monday at Singa Market in Kano Metropolis, destroying part of the market and causing panic among traders and residents. The blaze, which started around 3 a.m., affected sections including Gidan Mazaf, Gidan Taki, and Gidan Kasinawa along Bello Road. Eyewitnesses reported rapid spread of the fire, which destroyed merchandise and property before emergency responders arrived. The cause of and any casualties have not yet been confirmed. On Monday, partial compliance with a sit-at-home directive was observed in Abia State. In Umuahia, the state capital, banks, markets at Isi Gate and Ori Ugba, and government offices at the state secretariat opened, but customer turnout was low and many workers stayed home. Ohafia experienced a total lockdown with shops, banks, and motor parks closed. In Aba, major markets including Araria, Ahia, Uhuru, and shopping centers, as well as banks, remained closed in the morning. Security operatives patrolled cities and no violence was reported. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has reported total compliance with Monday's sit-at-home order across parts of the southeast, saying it shows residents' unwavering support for the group's leader, Nnamdi Kanu. The directive, issued in solidarity with Onitsha Main Market traders, saw deserted major roads, closed offices, businesses, and many schools, despite the markets reopening by the government. IPOB spokesperson Ima Powerful described the compliance as a peaceful demonstration of unity, loyalty, and resistance against intimidation, emphasizing the community's continued demand for Kanu's release. The Attorney General of the Federation, AGF, and Minister of Justice, Prince Lateef Fagbemi, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, is leading the federal government prosecution of 9 suspects over the alleged killing of about 150 residents at Yelwata, Guma local government area, Benue State, on June 13, 2025. The suspect appeared before Justice Joyce Abdulmalik of the Federal High Court in Abuja on Monday, facing a 59-count amended charge. All pleaded not guilty. The government affirmed its commitment to justice and the protection of lives and properties. The Ibeno Clan Council in Akwa Ibom State has urged Governor Umo Eno to extend ongoing land reclamation and environmental projects beyond the Secretariat area to other flood and erosion-prone communities within Ibeno local government area. Secretary Chief Udofia Okon Udofia said such interventions would address perennial flooding, create usable land, attract investment, and improve living standards. The council praised the governor's initiatives, including an ultra-modern primary school and road construction, and pledged continued support for development projects, including the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway. Human rights activist and former presidential candidate Omoyele Sowore has criticized Ondo State leadership, saying the state should mourn stagnation at 50 years instead of observing public holidays for its anniversary. Sowore from Kirigbo, Ese Odo local government area claimed Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa's administration has delivered little in infrastructure, healthcare, or security, offering only pageantry. An aide to the governor, Yomi Oyekon, defended the administration, calling Sowore's remarks exaggerated and dismissing them as lacking constructive insight or understanding of governance challenges. The Nigerian Communications Commission, NCC, and the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC, have warned construction firms against damaging fiber optic cables during roadworks and civil projects. ACC Afolabi Babawale said such damage threatens national security, the digital economy, and public safety. Offenders face prosecution under the 2024 Critical National Information Infrastructure Order and the Cyber Crimes Act 2015. Authorities urged pre-construction verification, coordination with network operators, and immediate reporting of accidental damage to prevent legal consequences. The Nigerian Meteorological Agency, NIMET, has forecast a mix of sunshine and cloudiness across Nigeria from Tuesday to Thursday. Northern regions will experience mostly sunny skies, while the central region will have patches of clouds and haze. Southern states may see isolated thunderstorms with light rains in the afternoon and evening. NIMET advised caution for people with asthma or respiratory conditions and warned drivers and airlines to follow weather updates for safety. Bishop Matthew Kuka has urged Nigerians to unite and end ongoing killings across the country, highlighting rising religious tensions allegedly fueled by Western media. Speaking in Yola during a book review of Governor Amado Fintiri's biography, he called on leaders to build strong institutions for peace. Former Senate President Bukola Saraki and other dignitaries emphasized competence in leadership. Kuka stressed that only collective action can stop the violence and promote national development. The Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board (JAMB) has announced that persons with disabilities will receive free application forms for the 2026/2027 UTME. Eligible candidates, including those with Down syndrome, autism, dyslexia, and ADHD, can access the forms through JAMB's Equal Opportunity Group. Blind candidates will also receive audiobooks in formats like MP3 and WMV. The initiative aims to remove barriers, ensure equal educational access, and support PWDs in pursuing tertiary education. The Kwara State government has set up a multi-sectoral committee to strengthen disease surveillance under the One Health approach. Launched during a stakeholders workshop by the Livestock Productivity and Resilience Support Project, LPRESS, the initiative aims to improve detection, prevention, and response to public health threats. It promotes collaboration among human, animal, and environmental health sectors, ensuring rapid, coordinated action against emerging and re-emerging diseases to safeguard public health across the state. Reports said the thwarted coup in Nigeria, confirmed by Defense Minister General Christopher Musa, exposed lingering divisions within the military and security agencies. The plotters' targeting of the minister demonstrated boldness, while intelligence success ensured their failure. Swift arrest, Interpol coordination, and preventive operations highlight lessons learned. Experts stress addressing grievances, strengthening civil-military relations, and modernizing command oversight to safeguard democracy, national unity, and public confidence in Nigeria's security institutions. Furthermore, the 2026 Global Firepower Index ranked Nigeria's military 33rd globally and 3rd in Africa, down from 31st in 2025. Despite a significant defense budget, the report shows Egypt and Algeria ahead on the continent. Analysts noted that while Nigeria maintains regional influence, operational readiness, modernization, and strategic capacity require attention. Recommendations include investment in technology, training, and intelligence capabilities to sustain military effectiveness and global competitiveness. Similarly, the Nigeria Labour Congress, NLC, and Trade Union Congress, TUC, announced a peaceful solidarity rally on February 3rd in support of striking FCDA workers over unpaid salaries. The union stressed that the legality of the action and highlighted that injustice to one worker affects all. Members were urged to maintain unity while affiliates mobilized for broad participation. Workers in the FCT were assured full support, reflecting the commitment of labor groups to collective bargaining. In addition, the House of Representatives explained delays in passing the Electoral Amendment Reform Bill, stating it is currently at the harmonization stage. Spokesman Akintunde Rotimi explained that reconciliation of differing views ensures the bill addresses gaps from the 2023 elections and strengthens Nigeria's democratic system. Consultations with community leaders, civil society groups, and stakeholders have informed the process, emphasizing transparency, credibility, and efficiency to enhance public trust in the electoral framework. Meanwhile, Governor Caleb Mutfwang's defection from the PDP to the APC in Plateau State has received widespread support, uniting political actors ahead of the 2027 elections. At a rally in Jos, APC leaders, including National Chairman Nentawe Yilwada and Vice President Kashim Shettima, pledged unity, inclusive governance, and peace. Mutfwang vowed to strengthen the party, promote cohesion, and enhance development, positioning Plateau as a strategic APC stronghold for upcoming electoral contests. In contrast, political leaders in Efon local government, Ekiti State, rejected attempts by the Physical Planning Commissioner, Karowi Oladapo, to impose a chairmanship candidate without stakeholder consultation. Community leaders called for an urgent meeting to prevent instability, while the commissioner insisted he acted within party directives. The dispute highlights internal party tensions ahead of local government elections and underscores the importance of inclusive decision-making, negotiation, and consensus building in maintaining political stability. On a related note, the Road Transport Employers Association of Nigeria, RTEAN, pledged full backing for President Bola Tinubu's 2027 re-election. The association plans nationwide grassroots mobilization, logistical support, and activation of structures across all 774 local government areas. President Musa Meita Kobi announced the donation of a branded bus to the APC Jagabam squad and ongoing discussions to secure additional vehicles. RTEAN, with over 5 million members, aims to intensify campaign outreach beyond 2023 efforts. Similarly, former Communications Minister Professor Isa Ali Ibrahim Pantami and associates contributed 45.25 million naira to support APC's electronic membership registration in Gombe State. Funds will enhance logistics, digital infrastructure, and data-driven verification across 11 local government areas and 114 wards. Following the launch of Governor Muhammadu Inua Yahaya's digital membership drive, the contribution strengthens grassroots mobilization, organizational capacity, and transparency, supporting broader party structures and ensuring efficient membership engagement ahead of future political activities. Meanwhile, Abia State Governor Alex Oti ruled out any coalition between the Labour Party and opposition parties to challenge the APC in 2027. Speaking at the NEC meeting in Abuja, Oti described Labour as a coalition of workers and progressives. He acknowledged defections, including Peter Obi, but affirmed the party's strength. Labour Party plans to hold congresses from March 2026, revalidate memberships, and establish reconciliation committees to welcome returning members while focusing on internal cohesion. Conversely, Governor Seyi Makinde of Oyo State faces mounting political challenges ahead of 2027 amid PDP divisions and defections to the APC. Despite meeting President Tinubu, Makinde remains committed to the PDP, prioritizing governance over politics. His faction faces legal battles with the APC, with the Wiki-led bloc risking candidate recognition by INEC. Despite isolation, Makinde emphasizing achievement in development and governance, maintaining a strong opposition presence critical to Nigeria's democratic balance and political diversity. Additionally, Rivers State APC Chairman Darlington Nwanuju praised Interior Ministry reforms under President Tinubu's Renewed Hope agenda. During the party's e-registration in Omuma local government area, he encouraged members to revalidate their membership and highlighted improvements in border management, paramilitary agencies, centralized data, contactless e-gates, and fire station modernization. Nwanuju stressed resolving pending litigations, strengthening party operations, and ensuring smooth political activities, demonstrating the connection between administrative reforms and effective political organization. Meanwhile, Yobe State Police arrested 50-year-old Alhaji Hassan Umaru for allegedly killing 45-year-old Sukari Abdul over suspicion of an affair. The incident occurred on February 1st at Bondila Village Market, Gulani local government area. The victim was confirmed dead at Bularaba Primary Health Care Facility, while the suspect and weapon were seized. Police urged residents to report disputes legally rather than taking matters into their own hands, reinforcing the rule of law and community responsibility for preventing vigilante actions. Similarly, Lagos State government warned content creators, skit makers, and digital producers against involving children in sexualized or harmful content. The Ministry of Youth and Social Development, alongside the Domestic and Sexual Violence Agency, stated violations could lead to imprisonment of up to 14 years. Officials urged prioritizing child safety and provided channels to report abuse. The action highlights the importance of legal enforcement, ethical media practices, and safeguarding the rights of minors. Moving on, the Federal Medical Center, FMC Abuja, denied negligence in the death of singer Ifunanya Lucy Nwagine, aka Nanya, from a snake bite on January 31st. FMC stated medical staff acted promptly with resuscitation, oxygen, intravenous fluids, and antivenom, but her condition worsened before ICU transfer. To urge the public to rely on verified information and call social media claims unfounded, emphasizing transparency, trust in medical reporting, and accurate dissemination of health information. Meanwhile, at Alakpoti Villa, Ogun, a gun battle erupted between a smuggling syndicate and Nigeria Customs Service officers after the seizure of 46 bags of foreign parboiled rice. The 30-minute clash saw officers successfully repel attackers, with one suspect arrested. Acting Customs Controller Olukayode Afeni condemned the attack and reaffirmed the command's commitment to enforcing anti-smuggling laws. Authorities emphasized the need for vigilance, intelligence-driven enforcement, and citizen cooperation to curb illegal trade. Additionally, the Osun State House of Assembly warned that anyone involved in illegal handling of local government funds will face legal consequences with diverted funds recovered. Speaker Right Honorable Adewale Egbedun condemned alleged payments totaling billions of naira to APC officials while essential workers remain unpaid. The Assembly reaffirmed its constitutional oversight authority, stressing transparency, accountability, and proper management of public finances to prevent corruption, protect workers' rights, and strengthen local government institutions. We are now heading on a short commercial break. Don't go anywhere. The news continues right after the break. Stay tuned.
Every day begins with a need to move with purpose, to shop without stress, to send without fear, to pay without delay. For every rider chasing time, for every home that needs restocking, for every voice that needs connection, for every dream that needs delivery. Now, one app brings it all together.
Supercab, move smart, ride safe, supermarket, groceries, gadgets, everything. Supercash, airtime, bills, transfers, done. Super logistics, fast, secure, right to your door.
It's more than an app. It's your movement, your market, your money, your connection, all in one place. Supergo, one app for services endless. Download Supergo today. Live free, live fast, live smart.
No time to shop, no stress. With Supergo, your groceries comes to you. Partner with trusted vendors, verified stores, no delay, no excuses, just values. Supergo Supermarket, your market now in your hands. With Supergo, your ride is comfortable, easy, and convenient. Supergo is more than an app. It's a movement. Moving people, powering threats, delivering value.
Welcome back. We are glad you're still there with us. Now moving on to international news. The Dalai Lama 90, a Tibetan Buddhist spiritual leader and Nobel Peace Prize laureate, has won his first Grammy Award in the audiobook narration and storytelling category for Meditations, the reflections of His Holiness the Dalai Lama. Announced in Los Angeles, the award was accepted on his behalf by artists Rufus Wainwright and Maggie Rogers. He expressed gratitude, emphasizing peace, compassion, and global responsibility. China condemned the recognition, labeling him a separatist and opposing the award. On business news, in December 2025, the Federation account revenue of 1.969 trillion naira was shared among the federal government, state, and local governments. The sum included 1.084 trillion naira statutory revenue, 846.507 billion naira from VAT and 38.110 billion naira from the electronic money transfer levy. The federal government received 653.5 billion naira, state 706.469 billion naira, and local government 513.272 billion naira. Revenue from taxes like companies, income tax, and import duty increased, while excise and petroleum-related levies fell. On entertainment news, South African singer Tyla won the Best African Music Performance at the 2026 Grammys, beating Nigerian stars Burna Boy, Davido, and Ira Star. Her winning song, Push to Start, surpassed entries like Burna Boy's Love and Davido's With You. This is her second Grammy in the category, following her 2024 win with Water. The victory reinforces Tyla's growing influence and rising prominence in global Afrobeat and African pop music. Lastly, on sports news, South Africa's Minister of Sport, Gayton Marquesier, clarified that Morocco remains the official host of the 2026 Women's Africa Cup of Nations WAFCON, dismissing claims that South Africa would take over. The minister explained that South Africa has only offered support to CAF as a backup, part of routine contingency planning. No formal decision has been made to relocate the tournament, which is scheduled to run from March 17 to April 3rd, with Morocco hosting for the third consecutive time. Al Nassr star Cristiano Ronaldo has reportedly gone on strike following refusing to play for the Saudi Pro League club due to dissatisfaction with the team's management and financial backing. He skipped a match against Al Riyadh, protesting unequal support from the Saudi Public Investment Fund, which favors rival clubs. Ronaldo is unhappy with Al Nassr's limited transfer activity and club management, despite aiming for the league title since joining in 2023. That's where we draw the curtain on 9 p.m. news on Some TV. Follow us on Facebook at Some TV and on YouTube at Some TV Live. I am Moses Peter. Good evening and wishing you the very best.
Jukun Kona Youth Development Association, Jekida Konagaru Unit, cordially invite the general public to the inauguration of their newly elected officials under the distinguished chairmanship of Mr. Sunday Pascalis Sonji and the father of the day, His Royal Majesty Augustine Vinkani II, the Kuru Kona. The event is scheduled to take place as follows. Date, 7th of February 2026. Venue, Aminu Kotulu Garu Country Club, Konagaru, Jalingo, Taraba State. Time, 10 a.m. prompt. For more inquiries, contact the following number: 090